Have you ever wondered what an NBA player does the moment their bank account hits that magical seven-figure mark, their first $1 million? Some imagine Lamborghinis, mansions, and champagne showers. Others picture cautious investing and generational. The truth, it's a mix of both, and some choices that surprise even insiders. Today, we're diving into the real ways NBA players spend, protect, and grow their first million. I'll walk you through the emotional moves, the practical moves, and the mistakes that cost careers millions more. Plus, stick around because number 6 is the one that can quietly destroy a career if you don't see it coming. In just a few minutes, you'll hear about a seemingly small purchase that leads players into much bigger trouble. But there's also a smart, low-drama trick many pros use to preserve wealth that casual fans almost never notice. By the end of this video, you'll know what most players do first, what they regret later, and how anyone, athlete or not, can learn smarter money moves from the court. Let's get into it. Immediate priorities, family, debts, and security. The very first check many players write after landing a seven-figure payday isn't for a supercar, it's for people and protection. Two big priorities show up over and over: helping family and securing personal safety. Helping family is emotional and immediate. Players often pay off parents' mortgages, fund siblings' tuition, or cover extended family emergencies. That's not just generosity, it's cultural and human. But it also creates long-term obligation. When dozens of relatives suddenly rely on the player, their cash flow becomes a social responsibility. Debt is next. College loans, outstanding legal bills, and in some cases, tax backlogs get settled fast. Removing liabilities is a powerful, immediate way to improve a player's monthly cash flow and peace of mind. Personal security is frequently overlooked by fans. An NBA player's public profile changes overnight. Many use part of the first million to harden their privacy: secure housing, alarm systems, or temporary security personnel. That's not flashy, it's pragmatic. Later, we'll reveal the one purchase that feels like security, but often increases long-term risk. The lifestyle upgrade: cars, houses, and hype. After the essentials, players treat themselves. This is where the myth meets reality. Yes, cars and houses feature strongly, but the pattern is nuanced. Cars are status symbols and instant social currency. Many buy their dream car, European supercars, customized SUVs, or multiple vehicles to match different moods. The catch is ongoing cost: insurance, custom maintenance, and depreciation. A $200,000 car can cost tens of thousands per year to own. Real estate is almost always part of the plan. Some buy flashy mansions, others prefer condos close to the arena. Houses serve multiple roles: lifestyle, privacy, and as an investment if purchased wisely. Smart players buy with future income in mind, choosing properties that can be rented or resold. Others buy the most expensive house in the neighborhood and get stuck when the market softens. Then there's the hype spending: clothes, jewelry, nightlife. These purchases satisfy identity and status needs, but rarely help long-term net worth. For many rookies, this is also the fastest way to burn through their first million. In a few sections, I'll explain a simple trick players use to keep lifestyle spending from wrecking their long-term plans. And it's easier than you think. Financial team: agents, advisors, and taxes. A million doesn't stay a million without a team. Players quickly spend on a professional safety net: agents, financial advisors, accountants, and tax lawyers. These aren't optional, they're essential. Agents take a commission but negotiate contracts that can multiply income far beyond that first million. Good agents are worth their fee. Financial advisors set up budgeting, investment plans, and retirement roadmaps. But a big problem: players sometimes meet unscrupulous advisors. That's why many spend early on vetting fees, background checks, and legal reviews. Taxes are the silent killer. High earners face complex tax obligations across states and countries. Players learn quickly that a large share of their income will vanish to taxes if left unmanaged. Investing in a top accountant can save multiples of their fee and tax efficiency. Another important outlay is insurance: disability insurance and guaranteed contract riders. These policies protect future earnings and often cost a significant chunk early on. Later, I'll share a counterintuitive rule of thumb many smart players use to decide how much to keep liquid versus invested. It's a neat mental model you can use too. Investments: businesses, real estate, and startups. With the basics covered, many players shift from spending to planting, buying businesses, investing in real estate, or backing startups. The motive: convert one-time paychecks into recurring income. Real estate is the most common play because it's tangible and familiar. Rental income can replace lost salary seasons or cover off years. Some buy multi-unit properties, others pool with partners for larger deals. The upside is predictable cash flow. The downside is illiquidity and management headaches. Business ventures vary widely: restaurants, fitness brands, sports academies, or apparel lines. These can provide brand synergy but are risky. Many players learn the hard way that celebrity alone doesn't guarantee business acumen. That's why smart players partner with experienced operators rather than acting as solo founders. Startups and private equity attract younger players with higher risk tolerance. A well-timed tech investment can multiply returns enormously, but the failure rate is high. The rule of thumb? Allocate a small percentage to high-risk bets and keep a core of stable investments. Diversification is the golden rule, a mix of liquid assets, stocks, ETFs, cash reserves, and illiquid bets gives both growth and flexibility. And remember, the earlier you start building passive income, the less pressure there is to keep earning at peak athletic performance. Philanthropy, image, and legacy. Many players use part of their first million to give back. Philanthropy is emotional, strategic, and reputation building. Funding community centers, scholarship funds, or local programs connects a player to fans and creates legacy value. But giving is complex. Smart giving focuses on sustainable impact, endowments, partnerships with existing nonprofits, or matching funds that encourage community contributions. Impulse giveaways, while generous, can create dependency and administrative headaches. Image matters too. Players invest in PR teams and branded content to craft a long-term narrative beyond the court. This isn't vanity. A polished image can unlock business deals, media opportunities, and post-career income stream. Later, I'll reveal a low-cost PR move that often yields outsized returns in sponsorship, and it's something viewers can emulate on a smaller scale. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Not every first million story ends well. Here are the big mistakes and the practical offers to avoid them. Lifestyle inflation. Upgrading everything at once creates unsustainable monthly costs. Solution: phase purchases and track monthly cash flow. Bad advisors: trust but verify. Insist on references, written fee structures, and independent audits. Over-leveraging. Using the first million as collateral for risky ventures is dangerous. Keep an emergency fund. Tax surprises. Not planning for tax season leads to fire sales. Prepay estimates and use tax professionals. Generosity without structure. Giving to family without clear boundaries becomes a drain. Use legal structures, gifts, trusts, or education funds to formalize support. The most quietly destructive is co-signing loans and guarantees. One signed note can wipe out a player's balance sheet if a business partner fails. Avoid co-signing unless you've done thorough due diligence and understand your exposure. So what should you take away from how NBA players spend their first million? 3 practical rules anyone can use. Protect first. Secure family obligations, pay down high-interest debt, and buy insurance. Pace yourself. Upgrade lifestyle gradually and track ongoing costs. Build income. Don't just buy things. Prioritize investments that create recurring cash flow. And remember the curiosity loop. The dangerous purchase I teased earlier, co-signing, is the one that looks like help, but can destroy a fortune. The smart alternative? Use formal structures. Set up a trust, make conditional gifts, and insist on written business plans. If you like this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Which of the 6 sections surprised you most? I read every comment and used them to plan future videos on athlete finances, smart investing, and avoiding rookie money mistakes.